Yes, my dear friend, welcome back to the channel. It is a very beautiful Friday evening here in Southeast Asia, Malaysia to be precise. Wherever you are around the globe, you are highly welcome. We are moving straight away to the issues on board. Chelsea, yes, it is our club Chelsea. And matters are rising today, yesterday and today. A lot has taken place and a lot is still happening right now with our club. We're talking about the FFP rules, the PSR rules. We're talking about the ownership, the Chelsea owners. We're also talking about who? The players that we are looking up to sign in the summer. The striker, a left winger, and DM, and a centre back. All these are players that Chelsea are looking up to sign in the summer window. The most important ones are actually a DM and a striker. As a matter of fact, Chelsea are supposed to prioritize a striker first. But the possibilities right now to sign the striker of our favorite, that we want is very slim. From my previous video that I made, if you watch those two videos, you notice I try to break down the situation right now with Chelsea. As a matter of fact, and to be honest with you, it is not easy to run a club like Chelsea. It is not. Chelsea is not like any other club you can think maybe. You see, it's rather unfortunate we find ourselves at mid-table for the past 3, 4, 5 months. Because that is not where we belong. Chelsea are a top club. When Pochettino came in and when Todd Bowley and co they bought the club, they issued a statement. They said Chelsea was an asset. They bought Chelsea because they see Chelsea as an asset. An asset. And they made it very clear. On the field successes that Chelsea chalked over the years is one of the reasons why they bought Chelsea. On the field successes. On the field success. Financially, Chelsea might not be making profit. Yes, our owner, the previous owner, Abramovich, was not looking at profitability of Chelsea. He is a fan of the club. He's a fan of football. He loved football. And so he was only investing for the fun of it. But these new owners haven't come in, noticing that this club is an asset. And they also made it very clear in their statement that the club was run on the field of success throughout. They decided to go in for profit instead of looking at the success on the field first. Instead of watching and playing to get successes, to achieve success on the field of play first, they thought they can just start to make money because they are investors. Money makers. Americans came in just to make money. Now, that is what we find ourselves right now at mid-table. Where we are right now, they'll end up even losing the money. Because if you're not in Europe, you don't get sponsors. As a matter of fact, some sponsors are already pulling out. Have you heard Oman Air? Oman Air. At the beginning of the season, Oman Air was supposed to be our shirt sleeve sponsor. They pulled out of the deal. They already pulled out. Another company also already pulled out, sponsor. That is how it is. Once you are not in Europe, some of those sponsors will begin to pull out. Dear friend, but let me say it once again that to run a club like Chelsea is very complicated. It is a complicated business. It is. We want to buy a striker, dear friend, but I want to point out something here. Before then, this issue about coaches. Breaking news again. It's understood Chelsea will move in a direction or in a different direction to Roberto De Zerbi if they change manager. De Zerbi is also not thought to be looking at Chelsea as a priority, according to Jacob Benz. Yeah, at the end of the day, okay, for instance, if you watch yesterday's game against Roma, do you think De Zerbi had a chance against Roma? On paper, yes. But when the game started, you could see very clearly that this is not a game that De Zerbi was going to be winning. And Chelsea, we cannot afford to move from Pochettino to De Zerbi and be playing the same kind of football. De Zerbi, at his level that he is right now, he has not yet tasted what a trophy, a winning coach is like yet. I have received another information about a new coach, Newcastle coach, Eddie Howe. He said Chelsea could look at Eddie Howe as the next manager if he leaves Newcastle. All this, I just cannot believe. And this is also coming from Jacob Benz. I don't know why Jacob Benz, well, I understand he's an insider, but please, we need to take some of these things with a pinch of salt. Jacob Benz, you need to be very clear and categorical in some of your statements. Otherwise, some of us will not be taking you serious any longer. Eddie Howe as in how? How? Is that how low Chelsea has become? If Eddie Howe could not take the pressure at Newcastle, if he could not manage Newcastle and maintain the top and still be in the top 4, how then would Chelsea move in for him? On what ground? On what ground? Somebody should tell me. Someone somewhere need to tell me. On what ground? Listen. Right now as we speak, I pointed it out yesterday. Thomas Tuchel from Bayern is ready to come back to Chelsea. He made it very clear. He said he has an unfinished business in England, in the EPL. It might be a PR work from his agents trying to publish something to call the attention of the owners. But whether Todd Boehly and co will be willing to take him back, to swallow their pride and welcome Thomas Tuchel back is another thing. But to be honest, we the fans, Thomas Tuchel coming back will be a welcoming news for us. It will send a strong message back to the fan base. It will revive the fan base again. Thomas Tuchel coming back will revive the fan base of Chelsea. It will revive the fan base. Tell me in the comment section if you know Thomas Tuchel coming back to Chelsea will revive the fan base. There will be energy, renewed energy back in the club. But will the owners swallow their pride? Because they sacked him. He never asked to go. He still had a contract and they sacked him. For me, Thomas Tuchel coming back will bring a new zeal, new energy into the club. Apart from that, listen, my time is almost up. Several of Chelsea's hierarchy feel a move for Jose Mourhino could backfire in the long term. This is also coming from Jacob Ben. Several of Chelsea's hierarchy feel a move for Jose Mourhino could backfire in the long term. They feel, that is their feeling. But which coach can give you 100% guarantee? Even Pep cannot give you 100% guarantee in a year. If you should sign Pep now to Chelsea, he can't give you 100% guarantee that, oh, within a year, I'm going to be winning Champions League for you. No. We all know Jose Mourhino, you give him 2 years contract. In the first year, he must surely win you a trophy. He must. It doesn't matter the squad you have there. When he went to Roma, what was the squad? He won them a trophy in the first season. He will only expect you to buy him what he wants in the second season. Get him what he wants in the second season. Then usually in the third season, he begins to have problems. But personally, I think Jose now, if he could be given 3 years, the first season he can make use of the squad he has. Build on that in the second season, he will get to at least 2-3 trophies then. The third season, whatever you see, you take. By then, the base of the club would have been established. The winning mentality would have been instilled on some of these young players. You know, these young players now, Poch is the kind of coach that is pampering them. They need a coach that can energize them, that can push them to their limits. Like Mourhino. That is what these current players they need right now. The first season, he might surely win you one trophy or 2. Second season, give him the tools he needed. Third season, expect anything. He might walk out on a job by himself, or he might stay until you sack him. But if you can sustain, even in that third season, even in that third season, The players that want to go or that are causing or destabilizing the team, if he asks that those players should be sold, sell them out, get new ones if you want to be successful on the field of play. So I don't understand why they said it could backfire. In what sense? Dear friend, let me hear from you in the comment section. I will see you in the next one when you see me. Shalom and peace.